Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for the first game of the PSISTORM Cup.
Woo!
Take it away, Tempo.
All right,
Take
ladies
it away.
and gentlemen, in the bottom left-hand corner, representing PSISTORM Gaming, he is the green Zerg player from Switzerland, currently living at the PSISTORM house. It is Pengwin.
And his opponent? In the top right-hand corner, it is the teal Zerg player. It is Allaryce.
Oh, he has to follow.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, though. As we introduced, we do have both of our players here on Daybreak for the first map. I did hear Overgrowth on the other one, too. So, I didn't know who the other one was, though. So, yeah, we're just having our observer go for to follow, of course, our wonderful observers. So, yeah. I think, at least from what I can see already, they both have gone for a hatch first, and into the gas, and then into the pool. And there we go. Boom shakalaka. Hot damn. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing like a really cool little setup here. Super professional status. So here we are, Drenok. What's up, man? Welcome back.
Oh, thank you. Here we are. I'm very excited to see Allaryce try to go up against Pengwin, and I think maybe she can mind game him. Maybe she can mind game him.
I don't know. I mean, she did learn from the best. Good old Jake. No regret, Umpleby. And, you know, the thing is that Allaryce is going to be playing very aggressive, most likely, I would assume. Pengwin is a player. He's pretty versatile. I don't know exactly how he likes to play his EVZs nowadays, but when I actually played him once, he was on his other, I think he was on, like, some account. I don't know if it was probably his same account, but, like, unranked or something. I played him on Apotheosis, and he was going into basically a very safe Ling, Bane into the Roaches. And I always think of Pengwin as more of a meta player for the most part in a lot of the other matchups, but I assume that he was like, oh, I'm playing tempo, he's worse than me, I'm going to play it safe and not really take too many risks. And I assume that is going to be what he thinks here in the same game. So yeah, let's see exactly how it does go down here as they, both going to be going for Ling Bane, except we do see that Allaryce's Baneling nest is a lot earlier, and she's making a lot more Lings right now as Pengwin has taken his third.
Yeah, interesting economic position from him, probably taking that same mentality as you mentioned. I feel confident, I'm going to be able to defend. We're just going to play a safe macro game. Yet the big issue in my head right now is that his third base is so far from his natural, where even though you can get creep there, his third base is in a very precarious position if Allaryce manages to punish it. Exactly.
You know, she's going to get it really fast, but in ZVZ, it's really easy to see when those Lings are going to be moving across the map. So as long as Pengwin is ready for this, which he should be, he got the Baneling nest, it's a bit later, and you can notice that because he didn't get the third. Allaryce needs to get something done here, because if she doesn't, then she's the one that doesn't have the third base going. I don't even believe she's going for any tech, while Pengwin is already getting the lair. And if we see those gases get added, which we do, we're going to be most likely seeing some mutas come out here. And that is the Pengwin that I know, man. That's the style that I know. He loves going for mutas. And boom, what an explosion. Not going to be the best one. That queen is going to get surrounded here, Drenok. And oh, she's going to move all of her Lings into that Baneling right there. And that's not the kind of damage she needs to do.
No, she needed to do a lot more for a little while right there. While the layer was on the way, there was a certain amount of money in the bank that wasn't in an army. But now that it's kind of gotten by that point, the queen is out, the Lings, the initial Baneling worked, then it's stopped. And you can see this, another attack is on the way, but already the first wave has been shut down. It's not the 2 attacks is 1 in twice the amount of units, it's half the attack going against Pengwin. And Pengwin now has an ample amount of Lings here. His Lings come to the defense of his third. Allaryce is going to try to keep pressure in, but there's not that many Banelings, so with defender's advantage, Pengwin is going to be okay. But we're going to see, how's the control? Baneling went down, beautiful, snipes both of them, and with defender's advantage, he should have the Ling.
Yep, that is all that Pengwin really needs to do. Now, here comes another one. That was kind of a waste of a Baneling, but it is going to at least get those Banelings weakened. Uh-oh, though. Allaryce is going to be trying to get some more damage done here with solid control. I think that Pengwin should be able to hold. He can trade evenly here because he's the one that has that third base up, and he also has the tech advantage. I didn't see him put down a Spire, though. He did get the lair, unless he canceled it.
Not quite yet. It's a little bit greedy, especially gas-wise for him right now. But you can see Pengwin does have 500 gas in the bank. He can decide what he wants to do. Right now, take a nice engagement. Queen X adds a little bit of extra DPS, and he's going to be able to hold his third. Remember, he's still on that third. It's done. Allaryce is on her third. That's going to be money not put into lings. See, 30 lings are coming out. But each time she decides to be a little bit more economic, it's going to hurt her because Pengwin invested earlier in the game.
Yeah, he already did. You know, he's ahead in that department. So he's going to be able to at least feel a lot more comfortable at this point of the game. The only thing that I do worry about is for Allaryce. You know, she invested in a Ling Bane attack that didn't do too much, and then she's going to try to transition into Roaches. Doesn't have speed, I don't think, or at least doesn't have a lair to get speed. So unless she's going for a big Roach Ling timing. Oh my god!
Shots. Cleans up everything. A couple errant Lings now in the main, but they're going to be cleaned up. Are those hurt? Banelings right there, Allaryce?
Oh, they were.
They trigger off, but even with this is all going nice for Pengwin. There's a lot of little engagements that happened where maybe a quarter of the Banelings split off, or pardon me, a quarter of the Lings of Allaryce split off, and Pengwin's Lings were able to kill them, and now his Spire is only a few seconds away. As you said, Allaryce is going into Roach Tech, Pengwin is going into Spire. How does she deal with the mutas?
Well, she's going to be putting some Spore Crawlers down at least to start, but, you know, it's one of those situations where you're so far behind in tech that you need to do something really substantial here, and making Spore Crawlers is going to hurt your economy, right? So every time you make a Spore Crawler, it's 75 minerals and the drone. That's the main part. She's already down in drones, and then she has to invest in a defense against somebody who's going to have solid map control. He's going to have tech advantage. He's going to have an economic advantage.
25 supply lead even.
Exactly. So what do you exactly do in a mirror match when this kind of thing happens to you?
I do like what she tried earlier with running the Lings into Pengwin's main, but it needs to be coupled along with a multi-pronged attack. You need to make each attack happen where I'm going to get damage done somewhere. If you defend A, I destroy B. If you defend B, I destroy A. But right now, it's more important that our third base survives.
No.
Mutas take
Baby
down the
girl!
Queen. Oh, my word.
Damn.
You ever notice how Queens just like disintegrate into acid?
I
That's
just
a
did.
really brutal death right there. I don't think it's the mutas either. That's just a weird thing.
She just like has acid in her body and just like pokes so many holes that it pokes through her whole.
It's not good.
I have no idea. Don't know the anatomy of a queen, Drenok.
We should though.
I am but a boy. I'm sorry. So honestly though, this is a situation for Allaryce that's going to be very difficult to come back from.
Oh, and that's a fly block.
Yeah. It does hurt, and this is the kind of thing that happens whenever the mutas get onto the field. She was able to scout it with the Lings, which was great, but you know, you can't really do much about it now. And now she can't even drone up in order to try to get some economic advantage, and she can't even make like extra queens or much of anything else.
55 out of 26. Not only was she down before, but Pengwin is making sure she will stay down. 5 Overlords are on the way. She doesn't have that much of a way to contest the air right now. She is getting Pathogen Glam, which will be good for Infestors, but still very iffy if you don't have a lot of queens to support it. Yes, you can shut those mutas down, but they will hold air control while Pengwin floods into Allaryce's third.
Yep, and that hatchery is going to be going down. Allaryce is so focused on defending the main, and that is something you noticed earlier, that how far away that the third is from the main. There's no way that she should be able to hold this here. And even if these Lings don't do it, I think the mutas should be able to clean it up. Oh yeah, man. There's really nothing here to contest the mutas.
They're going.
Not even the Lings. Like, there's nothing to contest anything at all.
Nothing.
Here.
And we had a couple of queens earlier on, but they got picked off at the third. It's really important as the mutas start to come out for the Zerg player. If you're not on mutas, got to make sure where's each of my queens. They all need a buddy. It's a buddy system. You need a second queen for transfuses with you to hang out. Maybe even a Spore. It's a little bit of weirder buddy, but like, it's a cool relationship.
Pepper spray for you.
Oh, yeah.
In case you can't get in your purse fast enough, right?
That's exactly. That's what Tempo and I. That's basically our buddy system.
We
you got the pepper spray. I got the pepper spray.
Yep.
Someone gets to us and we can't get to our purse quick enough. Bam. But the guy got us.
Gotta have your back. Gotta have each other's back. Now this guy right here, man, he's chilling out. He's like, yo, man, where's the party at? He gets the whiff though. Doesn't get the mutas, and Pengwin knows that the Infestors are on the map now. Remember now though, you can burrow and cast that fungal with this new patch. But it's gonna take a lot, you know, because at this point in time, even losing these, I almost said penguins, even losing these mutas isn't gonna seal the deal, because he decided to transition into roaches as well. So, oh gosh,
little
this is
buddies.
the saddest Infestors I've ever seen in my life.
By the way, I'm now
But at least they had a buddy system though.
Yeah, they had a buddy system right there, and we'll see if these queens can do anything. There's a whiff fungal! The roaches get straight on top of the Infestor. One fungal growth does go down, but there's not enough DPS to kill the roaches as they're injured. GG from Allaryce, GG from Pengwin. Pengwin takes game 1.
Wow. Yeah, man. Well played by Pengwin. Gonna be taking game number 1, and I think we're probably gonna be pitching it over to our dudes over at Gauntlet.
Yeah.
We weren't sure how this transition was gonna work, guys, so bear with us.
So bear with us. But by the way, valiant play from Allaryce. Actually survived a lot longer than I expected her to. I'm gonna be honest with that.
Yeah.
Did a very good job of holding on in the game, but with her initial attack, it was very fractured. It was only half the attack that it was, and then Pengwin kills half that attack, and it's very easy with Defender's Advantage to do that. And so then her second attack simply is not potent enough to do anything, and with that, it was not putting in her good position. He was able to take a very economic lead in the game and played safe in the macro game.
I forgot. Hi guys, what's up? I was like over there trying to like fix something, but yeah. No, I think we're okay. We should be all right. At least I think so. Yeah. Our dudes over in Gauntlet got it. Huh? Yeah. Okay. No, dude, we're chilling. Yeah, we're trying to get everything because our production dude, man, we gotta get into the game.
Tempo, it's on you. You gotta hit accept.
All right, I got it.
Hey, I'm proud of Tempo and I. I feel like we worked together. That was very much the buddy system where, you know, we don't get our production guy. Hit accept. Other mouse. There we go. Beautiful.
Got him, boys.
There we go. Oh! No! Oh! Struck deep. That was low. That was low.
I know.
Oh, my word.
Yeah. There we go. We win. All right. So we're back.
Hey, I'm proud of you, bro. Proud of you. You held on right there.
I did.
That was good.
I held it down, ladies and gentlemen.
With a buddy system. That was literally StarCraft is the buddy system. Medevac with a siege tank now has been removed. You don't have any friends.
Too as well.
Lings and Banelings.
Yep.
By the way, it's also something about that initial game that we saw happen. Simply, Allaryce's push, no Baneling, and you need to be kind of contesting this counter game where I'm on Lings. How do I counter my opponent's Lings? I'll get a few Banelings. Yeah. If your opponent doesn't have them, not only do you have to micro out of the way of the Banelings, but you also have to micro your Lings to kill their Lings.
At the same time.
You're putting yourself in a situation where you have to do two things, while you'd rather just do one is micro your Lings away from the Banelings and let your own Banelings do their thing and get some damage done. But if you're not contesting on both fronts, then it's so easy for the other player to simply say, all right, I'll dodge you, especially when it's no Lings, where part of me, when it's no Banelings, literally just say, okay, like, I got to get out of the way. That's all I got to do. Get out of the way and GG.
Yeah, I wonder if Pengwin was greedy. Like, if Allaryce would have had a better chance there, like, you know, just with their micro, because she has some pretty good micro sometimes too. But we'll find out here, Dranok. We're going to be jumping into game number 2, it looks like. And I think, you know, anything can happen, but, you know, at that last game, Pengwin showed a very masterful understanding and control of ZVZ. So here in the top right-hand corner, we do have our green Zerg player. It is Pengwin. And in the bottom left-hand corner, she has to bring it back. She's down by 1. It is Baby Bun Allaryce. Going for that double extractor trick. So,
You okay?
this is a stylistic choice when you go for the extractor trick. It's nothing really. I don't even know what the somebody did like the math and Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm, talking about, you know, the different advantages of going for the Overlord, and the extractor trick is this, and you lose this much, blah blah, you know. But,
those guys are genius, by the way. I
really love
impressed.
that guy. You know, I'm just trying to, you know, imitate his voice because that's what he sounded like. But you know,
over the forums, you're like, oh, this guy's got a really good voice.
Yeah, that's exactly how it. Yeah. But you know, the thing is that I don't know what it is right nowadays with the Legacy of the Void and whatnot, but most people go for the Overlord anyway. So nothing too serious and nothing too big of an advantage or anything like that.
Even though their journeys are going to be a little bit different here, both look like they're going to end up at the same destination, onto bases with hatch gas pool. You have your gas, you have everything, and that's putting ourselves in an interesting position where it's not as if Pengwin has this amazing build over Allaryce or vice versa. And this is a game where Allaryce can start to chip away at Pengwin and try to find some advantages for herself.
Yeah, it's just tough now because Pengwin didn't really do anything out there. Like, say he went for 3 hats before pool because he was like, all right, I'm just really going to push the envelope here and just, you know, see what I can get away with. No, he's just playing it safe, going for it. You know, nowadays people have been saying that the hats gas pool is still safe. You don't really die to 14-14 if you have good micro. Even 13-12s can be held a bit, but you know, you don't really see them that often either anyway, so yeah, it's just going to be kind of a basic opener from both.
Beautiful scout. Sees the Baneling nest. That's exactly what Pengwin wants to know. What tech are you on? By the way, what I was talking about, I feel like if you're even, it would in theory favor Pengwin. It's almost as if you want the better player to go for the more risk, more reward strategy, because then as a player with a little bit less skill, you have the ability to, well, it's more risk, more reward. If I can just manage to knock him off that, oh, that was more risky. You don't get the reward.
Exactly.
So you almost want the other person, the better player,
exactly,
to try to be a little bit more greedy in any way possible.
It's true. No, it's one of the ways that most people, like, say they're playing against top-tier Korean or something. They're like, well, if I go in a straight-up macro game where I'm even, a lot of the times I can't keep up. So you'll see them cut corners in order to, and it's like, if I died to crazy timing, then it's like, well, that was a risk that I had to take. So Allaryce isn't taking that risk, you know, and it might be her downfall, only because she's trying to go toe-to-toe with somebody. Pengwin is a GM Zerg player, let's get that straight, you know. So it's a mirror matchup, and he's pretty good at it. So even he's the one that's playing it a bit more safe. He got a spine crawler. He added another queen, I believe. I think he ended up adding like 2 other queens after his first 2.
Yeah, he's incredibly safe. This is as safe as you can get right here. 5-lings come in. The Banelings a little bit too late. There's so
and he's
much
making
DPS.
Yeah, he made Banelings at home. Usually you'll keep 2 Banelings at home. He kept 4. He's not even attacking with any right now, and he's actually going to be on the aggressive, and he's taking out the 3rd. So he's playing super safe, being aggressive, and canceling the 3rd base of Allaryce. But luckily for him, luckily for Allaryce, he was able to cancel the 3rd.
And luckily she was, yet in the end with that, he's now has, or pardon me, Allaryce has a ton of lings in her main base here. Yes, the Queen's going to be here on the defense, but I'm not sure if it's really going to be enough. Queen goes down. Pengwin is running rampage in the main base of Allaryce. There's nothing here to defend.
No, there is a Baneling, a little baby Baneling moving out there. Oh, gonna get a good hit. Allaryce gets a nice hit on a good chunk of the lings from Pengwin. And yeah, I think she's gonna try. Oh no, she didn't try to take her 3rd after it got killed. But Pengwin also got his canceled too. So,
but the issue with that is the entire mentality of Allaryce was going for in the early game was, I'm going to do a 2-base play with Banelings, and I'm going to hit it hard. But when you go for the 3rd base, oh, the Baneling shots! Not Pengwin comes out ahead completely in that engagement. But the issue earlier on is she's trying to be aggressive, and then she's indecisive and says, oh, maybe I do want to have some chance in the mid game, in the late game, in taking your natural, but this could be the chance, exactly what Allaryce needs. But both queens focus down the Banelings. Pengwin pulls back and feels very safe. Right now, Pengwin is up 1-0 in what I believe is a best-of-3 series.
It should be, yeah. It is a Swiss format, so everybody's going to be playing quite a few matches today. And everyone, you know, you're going to see these kind of matchups, what happen, where it's a higher-level player versus a lower-level player. It does happen, you know, but here we go. At least Allaryce trying to go for what seemed to be, Carapace build. I'm thinking that it is just going to be for her Ling Bane, right?
Yep.
So the thing that I like about it sometimes is if you do go for it, it's a lot better when you're going for Ling Bane wards and you're hitting a timing so that the Banelings don't one-shot them. But
it's also interesting with centrifugal hooks having an extra 10.
Oh,
but that's only going to help the Banelings though, so it's going to more be an issue of when. Now, even if spines hit them, it's still going to 2-shot them. So I guess with the queens, it'll be an issue of can these queens actually take them down yet? But the Banelings, plus 10 health and centrifugal hooks, a little bit more of a ZVT orientated upgrade, not as much going to affect ZVZ here, which is one of the things that would happen in patch 3.8.
Maybe like with roaches or something, like just a little bit differently.
Yeah, reverse roach Hydra will change it slightly.
Oh my, Pengwin is droning like a madman. Allaryce is looking to, I thought she was going to go for some kind of a timing here with the roaches, and then skip Lair and just try to do a big roach bane. But she's not going to do it. She got her Carapace, I think.
I mean, look at the supply right now. 71, 74 to right now 86. Pengwin has just managed to make this huge jump. And he is ahead in tech, or at least in the overall idea of it. He knows exactly what he's going for. Allaryce is a little bit behind.
Yeah.
But she's surprisingly close in population. But of course, as Zerg, you're going to have that moment where I'm done droning and boom, you make everything. And
that's what
can she catch up? Penguin's getting that though, but she's going to come to the same point in the game where you see her upgrades. Missile, roaches, she's going to go heavy roach play right here.
Can we talk about what Penguin's doing right now?
Definitely.
He's going for Hydra straight up. No roach support, by the way. So we're going to be looking at a test here. Our Hydras as Imba, as they say they are, you know. Allaryce does have the Banelings at her disposal, but with the range of, excuse me, they get into range of the Hydras, which is pretty easy to do, they can pick them off a lot easier. So I'm wondering exactly what... Oh, okay, he's going to get Lurkers. He did get the upgrade, though. He got the Hydra upgrade, too.
And he was actually talking to me about this, where for a while... He didn't have the hotkey. He didn't realize he needed a new hotkey since there was 2 upgrades on the Lurker Den, and he'd go for all-ins, and then realize he didn't have a Lurker Den because he didn't hit the right key because you now have 2 extra upgrades in there, and it's 3 different things you can do on a Lurker Den. It's kind of funny, but he was telling me about this build. He really likes it, and it's pretty darn effective. And the key here, though, for Allaryce is, when we talk about high risk, high reward, this is an opportunity for her to try to take an engagement because he's doing something weird.
Yeah, this is a weird kind of style out of Pengwin that does leave him vulnerable. If he doesn't have anything to protect his Hydras, then upgraded roaches are still going to do really well against them. So, the longer that this goes,
that's scary,
the worse it is going to be. Yeah, because the Lurkers are going to get into play, and then the range is already done. But for Allaryce right now, she's in a bit of a weird spot because she wanted to hit a certain timing. You know, she's getting upgrades. She was getting the roaches out, but wasn't able to really do anything with them. So Pengwin gets away with almost like in ZVZ. This is greedy, you know? Like, there's a thing called over-droning, and then there's a thing called just over-teching and over-droning.
And over everything, literally greedy, all from everywhere.
And he's getting away with all of it. Now, Allaryce's transition is going to be Aspire. I don't really like that, I don't really like that much, because Pengwin already invested in upgraded Hydras, but if he makes too many Hydra, or too many Lurkers...
Exactly, but that's a little bit of a precarious position to be going on, because you rely on your opponent to make the mistake, not on you doing something successful. But I guess at this right here in this engagement, you really need to rely as Pengwin to make a mistake. The roaches move in. There is no vision. The Lurkers start shooting. Actually, missed the initial shot.
Rolling in. Oh, he's gonna get so many. Wow, that was anticlimactic.
I thought they were all going to die right there. My heart stopped for a second. I thought, no way, can Allaryce do this? Well, the Lurkers push forward into Allaryce's natural base. The Hydras snipe Allaryce's third base. A couple Ravagers are going to try to defend on their own. But this is where you talk about where it looks even in the earlier stages of the game. But once Pengwin hits that super, super greedy economy, he makes absolutely everything in its floods.
Yeah, Lurkers do pretty well against Banes. And you know, that was kind of an interesting point that you made with the centrifugal hooks. With the extra HP, maybe it might let them survive a little longer, right? And then they just got wrecked. So, Pengwin is up in the main.
Pengwin 2-0 takes the series. I'm impressed with Allaryce, though. I felt like she was able to survive. But there's also an element of that in which Pengwin